Good evening, believers and achievers. I'm super glad that you are here live with us. We have Kat from Maine and Heather from Florida, two different parts of the East Coast, but we are connected with Cincy Love. So tonight I want to talk to you about some business building tips and getting people to talk to you, and just some stuff that I do. And I know that there's a lot of new people and even older people that have been with us. Sometimes we forget what we did in the past. So I'm going to share some stuff, and Kat and Heather are absolutely encouraged to join in as well. And there's one thing that if Joelle does not jump on, remind me to share something that she and I chatted about earlier. So you ladies have anything that you want to say before I jump into anything?
Nope. I'm counting down to California right now. I've got like Cincy reunion goggles on. That's all I can see and think about.
We're getting our plane tickets this week.
It's getting close.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Less than 6 weeks away.
I'm sure you guys are going to have a blast.
So you're going to be there in my heart. Because yes. I know.
I'll be there in spirit. I'll be following you guys on Facebook and everything.
Yes. And I know that if you didn't have the crazy world that you have, that you would be with us. However, there's only so much time.
That's very true.
For folks who are watching the recording, it's not impossible still to go because they're taking walk-ins. I'm excited about that. They announced that, and I'm pleased with that. I'm hopeful that we might even be able to get some entertainment tickets, because I didn't realize that the entertainment part closed at the same time the ticketing closed, that you could buy the tickets. So I'm hopeful to find that out, and I'll let you know. So without further ado, we have some I should have, I've been away from my computer all day long, so I wanted to have some celebrations to do, and you're gonna have to wait to see that on Believers and Achievers. However, that said, I have a brand new person today. So I shared a not so pleasant story before the recording started, and I gotta share what can happen, what is possible, and all from a post. So people are watching always. And Kristen, if you are watching this later, know that this happens. So one of the things that I've been doing, and we've talked about it a little bit, is the 5 by 5. So it's 5 things that you do 5 days a week. And one of them is a social media post that is your very own, something that you create yourself. And today, so sponsoring is on my mind. Growing my team wider and growing my team deeper is on my mind, because growth is magical. Having new people join our team is magical. And when you've been around for a little while, if you go a little while without having a new person on your team, you feel a little sluggish. However, when that new person joins your team, it's like fairy dust has been sprinkled and the excitement gets born again. So today, my 5 by 5 was posting about the join in June, and it was just a simple post. However, she saw that, Kristen saw that, and she's like, I've been wanting to do this. And she's just graduating high school. She's been coming to my parties that her gram has had for a couple of years now. And that post was like, let's do it now, because there's extra stuff this month. So whichever kit you choose, you get an extra you get a go and a pod, which is $60 worth of stuff on top of everything that you get in either kit. And both kits are a beautiful kit. You can't go wrong with them. You're getting way more money than what you're investing. At first, she was going to do the post-join kit, the exclusive one. And then she decided, you know what? I want that big kit. And I can afford that big kit. So I'm going to get that big kit. And so we met. And this is the other cool thing. the folks that have joined my team in the last 6 months have been from away. So I've had to get
That's exciting.
a little bit more with talking to folks over the computer, and I Zoom with folks. So I actually got to meet with her. I put together a few things to show her, and I brought my tablet, and she joined right then and there. And it's so super exciting. And she's already got a party on her workstation and working on her list of 100. And so that part is magical. However, do you know what? You know how you make it magical? How you make it happen? It takes action. You can think about doing things all you want. However, you need to do them, and you need to do them consistently so that people are used to seeing things in your news feed, and it's not just a one-off. People do business, and I know you've heard this before, but if you haven't, it's something that you need to learn. People do business with folks that they either know, like, or trust. So if your business is getting started and it's slower than you want it to be, it's because you need to invest time in helping people get to know you, like you, and trust you. So anyhow, so I'm just super excited about that posting. And if you want to know more about the 5x5, holler at me. I know these two ladies know all about the 5x5. And it's, for me, it's a good thing because I am a squirrely person. And I also struggle with feeling, am I getting it done? So I know that if I, at the very least, do that 5x5, I do those 5 things 5 days a week, I'm getting it done. I'm working my business. And then if I walk away and I'm doing other stuff during the day, it's okay because I've invested in my business already that day. So do either of you ever feel like you're not getting enough done?
Always.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So for me, because I am like classic overachiever, have to do everything, all of it right now. So I always feel like I'm not doing enough. And sometimes it's why having a planner is so important for me, to have written down what I'm doing that day, because then I can go back and look when I'm feeling like I didn't do enough or there's so much more that I want to get to that I didn't. I can look at what I did and realize, oh yeah, I did work today. I did a lot of stuff today. It's okay to go spend some downtime or do something for myself, or because I did work today. So sometimes you don't have to do all of it in one day. You don't have to do everything right now. As long as you're doing something consistently, right, over time it builds up. But you don't have to do all of it today, because when you try to do all of it, you get burned out and you get overwhelmed, and then it's too much, and then you drop off, and then your consistency and your momentum slows down. And so for me, it's important to have that record of what, and to remember and kind of recall my day and reflect on what I have done, because then I feel more accomplished and motivated to continue that the next day.
I love it. Yep. So Jen Audette has a great way of creating her calendar. So she makes a list of things that she wants to accomplish in the month. And I know that might seem big, so you might just want in a week, but in a month. And then she figures out when she's going to do them, working it around her schedule, because we get to live. We are doing our business here because we want flexibility. We want to be able to work our business when we want to work it, not the opposite. So if you are making sure that you're living life and fitting your business in there, and I'm going to share that. So I love this phrase, in the fringe moment. So we all have those 5, 10, 15 minutes here and there. We do. We just got to take advantage of those times and know that we can have a successful, thriving business and a successful, thriving life. And that's
So when Christopher goes to school every day and I am home working Scentsy full time, right? I can drop him off at the bus and then come sit in my office, and I can work all day. I could work all day and into the afternoon and into the evening if I really wanted to. But now it's summer and he never leaves. He never leaves, as you can hear. And Dave is always home, and when he works, he takes frequent breaks, so that's distracting. And Joey is home, and he's graduated and not working yet, so he's home, and the dogs want in and out all day. And so when Christopher doesn't leave, I have to keep him busy. So we're going and we're doing, and I'm attending to his every whim. And so I can't just sit and work all day anymore. Like, just like that, my entire thing has changed again. And so now I have to find, okay, well, we're going to go to swim lesson, and as soon as we get back, he eats a snack or an early lunch. And while he's eating, I sit at my desk and I figure, okay, what needs to get done today? Absolutely. Who do I need to contact? Who do I need to follow up with? What order do I need to put in? Let me take care of it real quick. And I'm literally working in 20-minute to an hour periods of time. And that's it. Now we've got to go do something again. And then I might have a few minutes. You know, Nick is got, whenever his girlfriend comes over, it's great because Christopher likes to hang out with them. So I have more time. Can Ashley come over? Sure, absolutely. It's super busy. And they have a chaperone. And they have a chaperone. So, so that helps. But you can fill as much time as you have. So if you only have 20 minutes or an hour, you can still get done the important things to move your business along if you focus.
So I'm going to put you on the spot if it's okay.
Yeah.
If you can think of maybe 3 to 5 things that are important things that you could maybe do in that 15 to 20 minutes, what might they be? What might be important for you to do? And this is, think about new people or people looking to restart their business.
Booking and follow-up. It's always booking and follow-up. Always. Even if I have, like every now and then I'll get somebody message me that they need to order something. Well, then when I have a minute, I sit down and I'm following up. Hey, I put your order in, I'm getting your money, I'm sending an invoice, but it's following up, it's touching base. I had a support ticket in, so I had to follow up with that person to say, hey, your support ticket's in, this is what's happening. It's all about trying to find bookings and follow-ups. That's really our business. Unless you have a party scheduled on your calendar, you're either following up or trying to get bookings. Like, that's it.
Yep.
What else is there?
It's true.
Because I could spend those 20 minutes making samples or doing something pretty or putting some packets together, but if I'm not following up or booking anything, who am I going to... Who am I going to give them to?
Allergies. That sounds like an allergy cough.
We just took the dogs for a walk. So.
So that water bottle that you just are using, that one I believe is the one that's on special or on sale for $4.50.
I drink out of this constantly all day. I love it.
So my last 2 online parties, I have shipped their host stuff, which is a new thing for me. Online parties. I'm the let me come in your house, or at least let me see you to give you the stuff. But so embracing that part, because there are people who live that world and it's okay. That's what I've sent them as their thank you gift, is one of those water bottles. And nice. It's $4.50. No, it's not PRV. However, it's branding for me.
Well, yeah, and if they're using it, people go, what's Scentsy? And they go, oh, my girl Melanie sent this to me.
Yes, yes.
It keeps you front of mind all day long.
Yeah, and then I had a fundraiser, and so she didn't get any host rewards. So I got her one of those water bottles, and she's a secretary in a school, and her fellow secretary is my largest host every year. She has anywhere between a $700 and $1,000 party, and she saw that water bottle and her eyes got big. So now I know what I need to do for her. And again, it's branding.
Well, it's like those spatulas that we used to hand out. Like, people love those things. And I stopped ordering them. I don't know why I stopped ordering them. Because somebody actually messaged me and said, hey, I'd like to place an order. I'm like, okay, well, what can I get you? You know those spatula things that you have? I need one of those. I'm like, well, Let me tell you about those. I'm like, people love them. I have to order them again. So I did. I have some again.
There. Did you do the personalized or the regular ones?
Just the regular ones.
Well, if you use, me too. And if you use the regular ones, you can use them. Don't pay attention, Kat. Well, actually, no. Listen, you can use them as prizes for your team. You know, and they're expensive and they're not heavy to mail. So yeah, and I'm all about. Well, I'm cheap. I am, because if you got to save where you can, so you can spend where you wanna.
Exactly. I try to explain this to Dave all the time. He just like I'm in Taiwan when it comes to this, that, and the other. But then we're like, oh, let's go to dinner. Let's go on vacation. He's like, I thought we were trying to save money. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm saving money here, so we can go do that.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect.
My master plan.
Okay. Kat, can you think of anything else other than bookings and follow-up that you would add to Heather's?
Sharing the opportunity with whoever you can share it with.
Yes. I love that. And it doesn't have to be, Heather and I think, we had this conversation. It might have been on a director call, though. It doesn't have to be this square in the box dry thing. It can be, because this happened to me, and I am me. I am down to earth. There's nothing all schmucky about me. I don't want to be. So when I was getting ready to deliver an order to a customer, I said, why don't you sell this stuff? And she said, you know what? I don't know why. We still have not gotten together. However, I did follow up, because that's what we do. We follow up. And she said, I am for sure going to be joining your team this month. I said, that's awesome. I do. So here's the thing. If you haven't met with them and you want to make sure that you're keeping a pulse, keep it in their mind. Get them picturing stuff. So which kit? So here's how I did that. Which kit do you think you're going to get? Because we had talked about the $59 hostess kit. She said, I want the $99 kit, the one that you can get the most stuff with. I said, that's awesome. That's my favorite kit. If she'd have said the other one, I would have said, that's an awesome kit to have.
It's my favorite kit.
Yeah.
They're not bad. However, if you're going to do home parties, in my opinion, you got to have the big testers. If your business is going to be based on shows on the go, or basket parties, then the mini testers are fine. However, you're limited, because for me to go out and buy a set of big party testers, that's $75.
Not cheap.
Yeah. However, for me to go out and buy a full set of mini testers, $25. So
No big deal.
that's right. So that's one more way. So while I'm talking about that, Heather taught me something long ago that you got to always have, and that's shows on the go ready. So that when you see somebody and they want to sniff your testers, I have a show on the go right here. And that one
just happen to have it.
That one order,
your lucky day,
can turn into a party. So being ready for that kind of stuff, because we're always looking for bookings so we can follow up with them. So having that stuff ready and on you. And so that might mean that you need to carry a bag that's a little bit bigger than what you maybe normally do, because this time of year, you can't just leave that stuff in the car.
just consider it your workout. All that stuff around.
Yes.
My purse is ridiculous heavy. It's not even funny. Dave picks up and he's like, what? I'm like, got all my stuff.
I gotta be ready.
Gotta have everything.
Yes. Maybe we need to get you a purse on wheels. What do you think, Heather? Yeah, it'd be really
That's not a bad idea. Be better for my back.
Yeah. Okay. So having that ready, and what's in a show on the go, really whatever you have. Do not wait. This is my biggest tip that I learned early on. Do not wait to have the perfect stuff, because you will lose business. What you have is what you need to have right then. So
Smells, catalogs, order forms.
yes. And those smells,
Everything else is extra.
those smells could be stickers. You know, you could put stickers on catalogs. If you don't have mini testers, and this time of year, those mini testers could potentially be melty testers. So stickers will work.
When I first started, I didn't have many testers. I took samples from my personal stash and stuck them in a gift bag.
There you go.
With catalogs and order forms.
Yeah.
Done.
And if for some reason you run out of order forms, I believe on Believers and Achievers, there are some that you can print off. And if you can't find them, holler at one of your leaders. We probably all have them that you can print off.
I still have Grace Adele ones.
You could probably use those in a pinch if you.
So I use them when people message me or call me and they want me to ship it to them direct. Then I'll fill out an order form for them, but I'll use the Grace Adele one because they're not really going to get a copy. So
there you go.
I'm going to direct ship it. So
there you go.
Still use them.
Yep. I have an electronic version, and I will type it out, and then I can print it off if I need to, or I save it in a file. So either way, I am so terrible about pushing paper. Now I don't lose the paper because I have my own solution that works for me. Now, for while you are out and about, and I'm sorry this doesn't have a cover, this is one of my bestest friends. So we talk about getting people to talk to you. Spray everything with room spray. Everything.
We used to do that a lot, and I think that's sort of kind of, once we started getting body lines and Scentsy Freshes, and like we just stopped doing it. I don't know why.
I still do it. Yeah. So I was dropping off a catalog to somebody, and she was paying me, and she said, "Oh, you smell wonderful. What is that?" I said, "I don't think it's me. I think it's..." She said, "It's my catalog?" I said, "Yeah, I spray everything. I like to make people talk to me. I'm really a shy person. I don't mind talking to anybody, but starting a conversation, that can be challenging. So if we can get them to talk to us, yes." So
my favorite thing, Melanie, I remember a meeting way back when I was fairly new, and you talked about spraying catalogs or flyers, and then it's summertime, it's hot, so when you're standing in line and you're hot, you've got to break that catalog out and start wafting and cool yourself off. And of course, that just means you're going to spread scent, and people are going to go, "Oh, what is that?"
Yes.
Conversation. So there are tons and tons of ways to get people to be curious about and talk to you without having strangers.
Yeah. So I happen to have a Scentsy sweatshirt. I don't wear that on hot days, but today it was cool in Maine.
I heard that.
Yes. And so I happen to have it on. Don't feel like you have to. However, if you challenge yourself to do something and you meet a goal, you can give yourself a prize. Just be careful. See, even myself, after almost 9 years, I don't just go buy myself stuff. I don't. I have to earn it. Now, talking to my new person today, I said the rule of thumb for spending money on your business is 10%. So you're going to be tempted to go into that cool store where you can buy sweatshirts and stuff. But if your paycheck is $100, that means you get to spend $10. So if you want to spend more, you got to make yourself more money. Because what happens if you are spending money, but you're not making as much money as you want? You'll be like, "Why am I doing this business?" And I don't want you to feel that way.
It's just costing me money.
Yes.
No, it's not. You're just spending your money.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Orville always says, over and over when people ask him this question, Scentsy money is for family, but family money is not for Scentsy. So never spend your family's money on your Scentsy stuff. Your Scentsy business should be supplying you with what your Scentsy needs are, whatever that is. Whether it be product or sweatshirts or whatever. So, that's important.
Yes, it is important. It is. Because again, who do we have to answer to?
Ourselves.
ourselves and our family. So do you want to say yes to your family or no to your family? And if you're saying no to your family because you're spending too much money on your business that you're taking time away from your family to work, you got to work smarter, not harder, and make sure that you are doing the things that are okay for your business. So don't go overspending. Don't. Okay. So my next tip, so again, spray everything. Spray everything. The next thing, most people know this, but label everything. Everything. You do not want people to have to hunt you down. So while you're labeling everything, so if you're delivering an order, if you're at a party and you're talking to people, open up your bar and say, when you run out, look right here, because this is how you can find me. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, you can go right to my website. But if you go to my website, just know that you'll pay shipping. So if you want free shipping, come to me. I love to connect with people, but you know what? There are people out there that are okay to pay shipping. And
there are a lot of people out there that don't care and will just order.
Yeah.
I like them just as well.
So my next tip is to have some product on you. For instance, hand lotion. I don't care what time of the year it is, your hands get dry. So if you have hand lotion, it's shareable. So if you are at a ball game, because you have kids, if you are out anywhere, maybe you're at the bank or you're in the line at Hannaford or where's that shop that you have a store down there that's a really Publix. You're at Publix and you're waiting in the line. So if you're not fanning yourself, maybe you can be putting some lotion on. And I can't help myself. I always smell it afterwards. I feel like that superstar. But it's, yes. So use it. And then when people are like, what is that?
They will look at you. They will look at you.
They will look at you. And
you go, what the?
Yeah. Try it. So the great thing about hand lotion is you don't have to necessarily worry about, scuzziness, if you will. I don't know a better word. But yeah. You don't have to worry about that because it's a squirt. It's not sucking it back in there. So you're good to go. So if you have not tried our hand lotion, try it because it's good stuff. And find a fragrance that you love, because if you love it, you're going to share it. Okay. So those are two of my bestest loving tips. Here's one that's a challenge for even me, but we need to do it anyhow, and that's try a new product. So when you try that new product, okay, great. What do you think about it? If you love it, talk about it, and find other people that might love it too. If you don't love it, find other people that might love it too and find out what they love about it so that you can talk about what they love. Because we don't have to love every single product that we have. However, there are people out there that will love that. So I always, if there's a bar that I don't love, I will ask my sister or somebody that I remember has liked that type of a genre, here, try it. Tell me what you think. And then I need to know what you like about it. So, and be okay to say, if it's a scent even, it might not be my favorite. However, it's my sister or my very best customer who absolutely loves this, and this is why. Or don't even say that you don't love it. This is what I've heard from feedback. So people aren't going to care if you're enthusiastic about it. They're not going to pick up that you're not telling them your personal feedback. They're just, they want feedback about it. And be okay with that. For the longest time, I thought that I had to make everything seem perfect. For instance, this is kind of off topic, but 3-piece warmers. 3-piece warmers, I let people know that you're not going to get as much fragrance out of a 3-piece warmer as a 2-piece warmer. Hello, there's something in the way.
Mhm.
However, they're beautiful, and people are getting those 3-piece warmers for as much, or if not more, because they're beautiful, than the scent. The scent, I feel, is secondary. That said, what I tell people, if this is going to be your only warmer and you have folks coming over, take the top off. Let it scent up your room really well, and then put the top on just before they come. You'll be good to go. So, do you know how freeing that is to have just that real conversation with people? I'm authentically me. Before, I was trying to fit in this box, and I'm not a fit in the box type of person, and I'm glad that we don't have to be with this business. So, that's my thing. All right. Those are my biggest tips that I wanted to share. Do either of you have tips that you think are like pretty cool ones to help people build their business?
Brand yourself.
Yes. Yes. So challenge yourself. Oh, we're going to be having some new team t-shirts coming right out. We're just getting the mock-ups done. They're going to be reasonably priced. So anything that I've seen done by, I think it's called Fusion. Oh, shoot. This company, they're reasonably priced, and they're good quality stuff. And I'll be posting it soon. So Fusion Designs, that's what it's called, Fusion Designs. It's a husband and wife team. They're right up our alley. And I want to say that their t-shirts range from $13 to $19, which is much less than what I have seen. It's going to be more if you want like rhinestones or something like that. But yeah, they do good stuff. And I'm pretty excited about that. So challenge yourself to do something and reward yourself with a t-shirt that you can brand yourself with. Yes, that is important, branding yourself, because again, we want people to talk to us. Yes.
That's how I got my team member.
Yes, yes. How's she doing?
Well, she's only put one order in so far, but she's very excited about getting going.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's awesome.
I think she's going to do well.
That's awesome. Scent of the month. Oh, did I totally wait for you? Okay, yes, scent of the month. So you don't necessarily need to get warmer of the month. Do it if you want to or not. I always, until this year, I always got the warmer and scent of the month. However, I got to thinking, if it's typically a month that I haven't moved those warmers are sitting on my shelf and taking up money that I want to spend other places. So
if they're collecting dust on your shelf, they ain't making any money.
That's right. So I'm always committed to to scent of the month, and don't keep those scents on your shelves. Keep a bar or two with you all of the time, because that's part of branding. You're taking it out and you're asking people to smell it. And it doesn't have to be that weird. I'm okay with being a little bit weird, but I want people's opinions. I want to know what people think. Like this month, it's important for me to find out what people think, because I'm not in love with the scent. The watermelon wave has some floral notes, and I'm just not a floral person. And so it's important for me, hey, what do you think? And it's important to not, hey, what do you think? I hate this. Do you hate it too? Don't do that. Don't do that. So, and my goal is always to sell them before even the month starts, because then I've already made my money back from my scent, more than made my money back from my scent of the month, and I can order them at the beginning of the month, so I don't have to worry about it. If you happen to have, if you've been with us for a little while and you happen to have a bunch of scent of the month bars, find some local consultants and do some swapping, because there's no need to only have one thing in you on you, because
Mommy.
My next tip, and probably my last, because we're starting to go long, is be Little Red Riding Hood. You don't have to have a ton of product, but bring a basket of stuff with you everywhere you go, because people like instant communication. So everywhere you go, bring that basket. It's branding. So if you don't have anything else, Scentsy product brands you. And if you have a basket of stuff and you're going to a restaurant or a store, have people ask, yes, yes. And you can't leave it in the car.
Yes.
You can't, because it will melt. Yeah. It can be that big. It can be smaller. You can have 6 bars, 5 bars, 20 bars. However, whatever you have is what you can move. And
It
you
just
will,
makes people curious.
yes. And sometimes people will get some cash and carry and then order some. It's a beautiful thing. So you just never know. So it's 9:18, and I think we're supposed to be done at 9:15. Last thing, bring back my bars. We will be able to order them the middle of this month. So here's, yeah.
I forgot about that.
So it's one more reason to talk to people. So really, Scentsy should play is it Reba McEntire? Let's give them something to talk about. Oh, Bonnie Raitt. See, I don't know my musicians. It was wonderful. So I think really Scentsy must play that at the home office all the time, because they're always giving us reasons to talk to people. So if you ever feel like you are bothering people, don't feel that way, because they don't know what they don't know. And you need to tell them. Even if you post it on your VIP page or on your business page or even on your personal page, people don't always pay attention. So sometimes you might have to call them or text them or PM them and let them know. Now, my goal for me, this is just me, I feel like I need to have 2 sets of Bring Back My Bars. So, but I don't want to spend my own money. So what do I need to do? I need to, actually, I need to sell cash and carry. I can book, so I can do a home party, and I can sell cash and carry and then replace that with that. But I have enough stuff that my goal is to sell enough of my cash and carry so that I can replace it with the Bring Back My Bars. If you do not have cash and carry, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you it anyhow. Pre-sell. So give yourself, so set up all 25 bars, I believe it is, and work on selling one of every single one of them, so that when you place the order, you will have all of that full set, because we can only buy them by the full set right now. So technically, only consultants are supposed to have them, but it's the consultant buying it. And if you're selling it, you're selling it. So you can do it in a party. You can do it just connecting with people, following up. However you want to do that, just have fun with it. I think that might be a good challenge, though. Selling one of each of the Bring Back My Bars. And there might be some of them in there that you want, and you might not have to find 25 different people. Maybe people will like a few, and then you like a few, or who knows? Who knows? I got to figure out the deal, because I'll almost bet you there's enough of a deal buying the whole set of 25 that you could sell like 4 6-packs. And I think we could work it out. All right. So what else are we needing to remind folks of? I know Bring Back My Bar was the biggest thing on my list. Am I forgetting anything that people need to know, Heather?
So many new things.
The summer collection.
Summer collection, the join promotion, the new warmer of the month. I'm in Florida, so the summer collection and the warmer of the month this month are like huge.
Yeah.
And so we don't often have a warmer that we've got to pay attention to for the future, but that unicorn warmer is not going to last.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's something you need to talk to your unicorn loving people about, like, now.
Yeah.
And be ready. You've got to be ready, because that's going to go. I just add that money.
I don't often encourage pre-orders.
I don't either, but
for this one, I feel like if we don't get a few pre-orders, we're not going to get any business, and people might be disappointed. So I think, babe, I will get the warmer of the month. I was debating whether I should get the warmer of the month or not. I just booked a party because of it. And so I want to make sure that I have one.
At least one.
Yeah.
So I pick and choose my warmers of the month, and I didn't even get the card this time, and I should have because I already sold one. But I did get the unicorn, and I've already sold that one and another one so far. So.
Yeah. So have you seen what it looks like, kind of like in person?
No.
Hold on, let me screen
Somebody
share.
posted it on Facebook. I just didn't pay attention just yet.
It's not huge. I thought it was going to be bigger.
I think just the fact that it's a unicorn, it could be the ugliest unicorn in the whole world, and it will still sell out.
True story. All right, so let me see if I can get it from here, because I didn't download it into my. Can you see my desktop?
Not yet.
Yes.
Oh, there's a lag.
My thingy off, so maybe.
Okay, so I got to go to my private messages.
Yeah, I see you now.
Okay.
So be careful what you click.
Yeah, it's all good. So it's in my phone. Oh, here it is. So do you see the pen?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm guessing this is from home office, and the way that this looks here, it almost looks like when I did ceramics, I would have called this pearlized. So it's kind of gonna have like an opally look.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, they said it was like an iridescent finish.
Yeah.
So.
Which, just so you know, expense-wise, when I was making ceramics, just that finish alone cost extra money, significant extra money, because it also had to have an extra fire. So if people are wondering why it's a more expensive warmer, just that alone makes it more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And let me show you, I think it's this way. So this is the back. Look at that.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And this, I didn't know if it was going to be an element or not. So the little red light thingy there lets me know that it for sure is an element. Yeah. So she's super cute. I'll post these pictures. The only thing I can think, I'm like, where would this person have found it? It came from home office. Because if you look in the background up here, you can see somebody else's desk over here. So super, super cute.
Yep, it is.
Yep. And so think of the market. So LuLaRoe people, unicorn lovers, little girl rooms, so many different genres of people that this is going to speak to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop screen sharing. Okay. So I'm going to stop the recording in just 1 minute. I want to thank Heather and Kat for being here for our Talk Tuesday call. Kat, do you remember there were a couple of thoughts that you had for our team call name? I'm going to have to look back in our private messages. There were
I've got to look back.
Yes. So we need a new name, and we're going to keep doing them. People will begin coming, because I figure if we just keep coming, people will show up. What's that? Build a boat.
Build it and they will come.
Yes.
Maybe. They're running late though.
I know.
People, you're running late.
So sometimes I wonder if we had them at 7:30 versus 8:30, would that make a difference? Initially, I was thinking 8:30 because kids can get to bed. Not that it matters in the summertime as much. And the West Coast folks, it's 5:30 at West Coast time. However, at the moment, don't hate me if you're a West Coaster listening to this. We haven't had any West Coasters on live, so it's only East Coasters. So maybe we do try a different time. I don't know.
Although 7:30 we're like finishing dinner, so
yeah. So
there's not a good perfect anything. I don't think. I think.
Well, it all depends on everybody's family. They're all different on what they do and when they do it.
Yes, I was finishing my last bites right before I clicked to go. I had to make sure I didn't have anything on my face or nothing in my teeth.
Yeah.
Throw some lipstick on, I'm good to go.
My
I
alarm went
pulled
off
up
while
the
we were
message
walking the
mail.
dog.
I pulled up the message mail.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, one of them was Fragrant Connections,
Nice.
and the other one was Sensational Connections. There were the
Sensational
two things
connection.
that I thought of.
I like that you're keeping the connections because that's what we're doing here is we're connecting. Yep. I love it. So there's two. If you're listening to this and you have some ideas, you need to post them because we need a name. We need a name.
Team Talk Tuesday.
Yeah,
Team Talk Tuesday. Yes.
I like alliteration.
yeah.
TT triple T. It's like dynamite.
Yeah.
T cubed.
Huh? No, yes, I know, but I don't spell right. So TTT. Anyhow, I'm stopping the recording. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, and make sure you tell us what you think.